Bezat Hashem, today is the 25th of Tishrei, Sunday, the first day of the week of Parashat Shabbat, Parashat Noach. Actually, I was born in this parasha. It's my bar mitzvah parasha, Noach. If anybody cares, b'chlal. Okay. Anyway, so we discussed that a person should not be looking for negativity of other people, but should realize that all the negativity that we see in others, the truth of the matter is it's us. As the Gemara says, posel bemumo posel. The only way you could realize that somebody is doing something wrong is you know yourself that you're doing it wrong. Posel bemumo posel. Whatever is wrong in you, that's what you see in others. So we said that the Mishnah told us 3 different ways, right? Here there was a question, if you remember last week or the week before, where Hagar was approached by Malach and he asked her twice, "Why are you by the well?" Right? The pasuk says by the well, and he spoke to her by the well. So that was the question. Okay, so the answer that the rabbi says over here was that התשובה היא רק להסתכל רק בשפלות עצמך ולא בשפלות חברך. The person should be concentrating on his evil behavior and should not roll. I mean, yeah, if there is something evil to be discussed from the other person, you know, but the more concentration should be done on self-preservation. Self-betterment. להסתכל בשנייה הנרמז בעין ימינית שהיא ברוממות יתברך שאמר התנא במקום אחר. So the second eye that we use is to look to see שבא התנא במקום אחר ברוממותו יתברך. So a person should be concentrating on Hashem's greatness. Right? So on the left side, we look at the negativity within ourselves, but on the right eye, we're looking at the greatness of Hashem. הסתכל בשלושה דברים, ואין אתה בא לידי עבירה. So the Mishnah told us that a person should be looking at 3 things, and he'll never sin. What? דע למעלה ממך. You should know what is above you. עין רואה. Right? The greatness of Hashem is that He is, imagine yourself, He is a king of zillions, trillions, creatures, creations. There is angels and mispar, right? There are Hashem. He sees the smallest worm in the world, right? Imagine that. He has infinite creatures, and yet Ain Ro'ah, Hashem is looking at you also with a full attention. It's not like, imagine somebody has 5 kids and all 4 of them or 5 of them speak at the same time, right? How much can you concentrate already? So what do? You either tell them to be quiet or you try to concentrate on the one that you like the most, right? But HaKadosh Baruch Hu, a infinite number of creatures, in each one is not frozen. It's not a frozen movie. Like, you know, everybody stops and we just want to see what you're doing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is so great, He is concentrating with full process. In each individual, each creature gets full attention from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you're obligated to pay attention to that. עין רואה ואוזן שומעת וכל מעשיך בספר נכתבים, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is constantly משגיח over you. He is paying attention over everything you do. שצריך שלושה תנאים לזה, והן, so how do you reach that level of constant awareness? You ask most people, why do you sin? Why are you doing a bad thing? Why are you not behaving? He'll tell you, Hashem doesn't care what I do. Most people, if you talk about it to them, really, they'll tell you, Hashem doesn't pay attention to me. But the rabbi says, the Tana, Mishnah tells us that a person has to look with his right eye and constantly pay attention to that and be aware that even though there are trillions and infinite creatures, and still HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Ain Ro'ah שמסתכל לזה במחשבה ברוממות יתברך ולדון גם חברך על הקו זכות לכבדו כי כל ישראל Nikru Chaverim, right? LaKadosh Baruch Hu. So what's going on here? Just like Kadosh Baruch Hu is paying attention to everything you do, He is also paying attention to your friend. He's also fully aware of every action that you and your friend do. So if Hashem is aware of me, now I'm supposed to believe it. So now that I see my friend, I might think what? Haram. He doesn't care about Hashem, right? Yeah? You think so? The same way Hashem has Gashgacha over you, He has over him. Now go ahead and try to judge a person wrongly. Now try to say that he's a bad person. You have to know that we are all related to this concept that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is constantly paying attention to both of us the same way that He is paying attention to every other creature. And it's constant hashgacha, not even a millisecond away from you. Hashem is constantly with you, wherever you are. ולכן עליך לכלול בזה רוממות חברך, כמו שאמרו, יהי כבוד חברך חביב עליך כשלך. So, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu is constantly, with all that's going on in the world, is paying attention to you, and He is caring for you, He is also caring for your friend. The same way. So now if you know that, so if Hashem is hearing, כנגד הדיבור ברוממתו יתברך, וגם בחברך שלא תעליב אותו בדיבור. How careful we should be, chas v'shalom, not to say anything negative about our person next to you. או תלבין את פניו, or chas v'shalom, even embarrass him, ותבזהו בהונאות דברים, or to say harsh and hurting things to him. וכל מעשיך בספר נכתבים, and everything is written down, כנגד המעשה בקיום המצוות שבין אדם למקום, בתנאי שלא יגיע מזה נזק לחברך. How careful a person should be that we all justifying ourselves. What's our justification? Hurting the next person? I'm doing things l'shem shamayim. Habibi, you're doing things l'shem shamayim, and if you be bonen, if you pay attention, that from your l'shem shamayim, other people are getting hurt. Hasbana shalom. What's the gain? What is the gain where you know you're hurting Hashem, who is His friend as much as He's your friend? A person should be careful that he should not be doing things that he's doing a mitzvah and hurting others. שאפילו לא ירק בפני חברו, שלא במתכוון ונאמס חברו, עתיד לדין הדין. So here we're going to end. The person should be so much more careful, chas v'shalom, not to even spit in front of your friend, where a friend will get a little bit ma'us, he will get disgusted, and you're not just embarrassed, he got degraded, like he's nothing. And that could be on your head, and the person will give a cheshbon for all that. But Bezat Hashem, we should be elevating ourselves. Baruch Adonai Olam, Amen, Amen. Whoever needs to go to make parnasa, לכו תתפרנסו בשפע בנחת, בשמחה ובשלווה, without any צרות.